Please be seated. Good morning. I'm Meredith Kaiser, Dean of the Marion Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies, and on behalf of our entire faculty, staff, and administration, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome everyone here, our graduates, their guests, to this wonderful commencement ceremony. We didn't think we were going to get here, so not because of anything the graduates did, but because of the COVID ambient environment. So the fact that we're in this auditorium together is cause for extraordinary celebration. I'm particularly delighted to welcome this group of students because I had you in your very first clinical course, geriatric nursing, last summer. So remember all the PPE and the fit testing and all those million geriatric quizzes I used to make you take to test your knowledge? Yeah, those were good times, right? So, well, in any event, this amazing group of students joined us 15 months ago, right at the beginning of the pandemic, and they completed their whole program throughout the pandemic. They came to us with a variety of educational backgrounds. Some of you were transfers from other majors to the university. Some came from different careers. Some came to change careers or maybe to get a career. Whatever you came here for, you wanted a baccalaureate in nursing. And the interesting thing is you could have done that anywhere. There's lots of accelerated nursing programs. But you decided to come to Fairfield. And I think there's great meaning in that throughout these past 15 months, and particularly something that we can celebrate and enjoy today. Importantly, you came to Fairfield to join the wonderful profession of nursing. I think it's the most trusted profession in the world for the 18th year in a row. I lose count, but I think it's something like that. And, you know, we weren't sure what impact the pandemic was going to have on our nursing profession. When we were looking at all the nurses who were masked and gowned and going into these rooms with an infectious disease we knew nothing about a year ago, we said, who would want to do this? And yet you all did. You all said, I want to go into this, I want to help. You had a choice back then. And we've seen this throughout the last year where people have flooded to the profession. We've had record numbers of applications for people who want to develop into the profession of nursing and explore nursing education. That really renews my faith in the world and the wonderful people out there who are so willing and able to serve others. You came to Fairfield these 15 months ago, and over the last 15 months, we've prepared you well to join the nursing profession. But I also hope that we've prepared you with so much more, with the answers to questions that you might not have known you had 15 months ago, and perhaps solutions and innovative ideas that maybe will lead you forth in your career. Whatever you decided to come for here, I hope that you found it. I'm pretty confident that you did. To quote Reverend Gregory Boyle, Society of Jesus, he was our 2015 commencement speaker, Fairfield has never been the place that you come to. It's always been the place you go from. I am so confident that all of our graduates will leave our doors here and go out and do amazing things. Sorry, my page just got a little screwed up here. Okay, so whatever. Well, we're going to figure it out here. But whatever you have come for here, I'm sure you're going to come out here and do amazing things. And I'm so very proud of each and every one of you. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of the wonderful family and friends who are joining us today, who obviously supported our graduates and helped to bring them here today. So a couple words of advice as you move forward. I'm ad-libbing here. I don't know what happened with the page, but this is what I'm going to tell you is celebrate today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your time with your family and friends and celebrate your tremendous accomplishment because it was that. It was an intense program and you're all here and you survived and you thrived because of it. But then tomorrow, maybe the next day, go and study for that NCLEX examination. Super. You're very well prepared and I'm 100% sure that you will all do very, very well, but it's an important exam that you started for. And then finally, go out there and launch a wonderful career. You will all, if you haven't already had positions, you will all get jobs. We have a 100% employment rate, so I'm sure you'll all get amazing jobs. And then consider us for graduate school in a couple of years, and maybe you'll come back and join us there. We have a lot of great programs for you to join. Whatever you decide to do, I will quote St. Ignatius of Loyola, go out there and set the world on fire. So with that, we've got a little change in our program today, and it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Reverend Joseph Shad from the Society of Jesus. He is the staff chaplain for St. Vincent's Medical Center and our honorary chaplain here for our Egan School, and he is going to provide a blessing over our graduates. Please join me in welcoming Father Shad.
Thank you, Meredith. Good morning. What a great morning it is. God of new beginnings, our faithful companion on the road, we call on you today as we continue our journey in healthcare education. We humbly ask you to give us strength and wisdom. When others need your touch, inspire us to share a comforting word, to calm them and give them hope. Help us to provide attentiveness to them with a listening ear. Give us joy and laughter in our work, to lift their weary, often grieving souls. Pour in us your wisdom to bring the broken your wholeness. Bless us with gentle, healing presence to those who are in our care. Let us be a true grace to those who depend on us. Creator God, great healer, source of love, provide us with great courage and strength. Let your healing power flow through us. Lend skill to our hands, clear judgment to our minds, and compassion in our hearts. Grant us the passion to effectively minister to all the patients in our care, especially in their times of suffering, loss, and travail. Make us worthy, O God, of this saintly task. May I faithfully discharge my duties with deep gratitude, ever worthy of the trust and the faith that's placed in me. And we ask this in all your many names. Amen.
So I went to, in my bag to get my backup script, and there was a leak of water, so now this one's up. So I feel it's like God is breaking through and telling me that I should ad-lib everything today, because I can't seem to actually read anything. Okay, so in any event, we're back on track here, and it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Eileen O'Shea, today's guest speaker. Dr. O'Shea graduated from Boston College, earned an MSN in critical care nursing from the University of Pennsylvania, and a doctorate of nursing from Case Western Reserve University. She is currently the director of the Connecticut Center for Palliative Care Education at the Egan School and a full professor in our school. Professor O'Shea is board certified as an advanced practice registered nurse and holds certification as a hospice and palliative pediatric nurse. As a pediatric advanced practice nurse, her clinical expertise has been in caring for children with serious illness and their families. For the past 12 years, she has been an end-of-life nursing education consortium trainer and most recently completed the palliative care education and practice program at the Harvard Medical School. Dr. O'Shea shares her expertise on several state and national organizations, including the past president of the Connecticut Coalition to Improve End-of-Life Care, advisory board member to Care Decisions Connecticut, and panel member to the Palliative and Hospice Nursing Professional Issues Panel convened by the American Nurses Association and Hospice and Palliative Nurses Association. On a personal note, I am very pleased to introduce my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Eileen O'Shea.
Thank you for that warm welcome. Dean Kaiser, Professor Pomerico, Reverend Shad, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, our nursing graduates. Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be your speaker today, and I'm excited to spend a few moments with you reflecting on your journey these past 15 months. So we're going to take a little step back. 450 days ago, your lives became changed as you embarked on a journey that will forever shape you as a human being, a career in nursing. Having already attained another degree, all of you said yes to Fairfield's accelerated nursing program during an unprecedented time in history, during a time in which nurses became recognized as heroic, essential frontline workers, a time where the media spotlighted the essence of our work, depicting challenges, struggles, and encounters with life, death, and the aftermath. Yet, all that you may have witnessed amidst a time of uncertainty and darkness, you chose to become a part of the solution, to fill society's most urgent needs. You've chosen to step forward. Your commitment to our profession is never more critical than now. So I wonder, what is it about you that allowed you forward movement during this uncertain and scary time in history? I imagine you all want to serve the greater good. You may feel called to take action, or the desire to be part of a team that takes great pride in their work. And for some, you may want to accompany another human being in their greatest hour of need. I also wonder, what is it about each of you that helped you to stay the course in this program? Was it support from your loved ones and family members? Perhaps it was the support from your friends, classmates, or the Egan faculty and staff. Or is there a prior lived experience that continues to fuel your choice to go forward into this profession? I would venture to say that throughout this accelerated nursing program, there were times that you grew tired or stressed or frustrated. I imagine you experienced a wide range of emotions, challenges, and struggles. And yet here you are today, in front of your loved ones, your family, friends, faculty, and staff. You have completed this nursing program during a global pandemic. And dare I say, you have built resilience along the way. Your hard work, long hours of study, exam preparations, and clinical hours are completed. You are well on your way. Today, I would like to speak to you about resilience and how it will impact your future work. Resilience through challenging times is a vital trait to possess as a professional nurse. According to the Oxford Dictionary, resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. It's a toughness. The American Psychological Association defines resilience as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or even significant sources of stress, such as an accelerated nursing program. It is something that you may not be aware of, but it has been developing within you. For some of you, resilience may have developed during your childhood as you worked through a difficult time or childhood trauma, tragedy, or significant sources of stress. For others, the pandemic may have been the adversity that ignited your resilient skill set. No matter how this skill has developed, I suggest that you hold on to it, keep it close at hand, and carry it with you each day of your professional nursing career. You see, a nursing career is a commitment that most of us will never waver from. As nurses, we take pride in all that we do on the good days and on the most difficult days. I'd like to share with you a story from one of my clinical experiences that exemplifies resilience within a patient and family. As Dean Kaiser said, my clinical expertise is in the field of pediatric nursing. I've been a pediatric nurse for more than 35 years, and it's a field that I am still passionate about today. This story is a bit difficult to hear, but it does have a good outcome, so bear with me. As an advanced practice nurse, I was called one day by a pediatric staff nurse to visit with a mom, and at the bedside of her 7-year-old son, who was named Sammy. Sammy had recently been transferred out of pediatric ICU. to the general floor because his physiologic status had stabilized. However, he was in a very deep coma. The staff nurse wanted me to stop by to greet the mom, who was very nervous about the transfer out of ICU. I immediately went to say hello to the mom and to meet Sammy. I had already known what had happened to Sammy. Sammy's family lived on a farm in Tennessee. While he was in the horse barn, he sustained a powerful horse kick to his head. In an instant, this small child sustained a catastrophic brain injury. Although he had been life-flighted to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital to receive urgent care, the trauma to his head was significant. I recall asking the chief of surgery about this little boy's prognosis. I remember the physician saying, "Eileen, we just don't know, but we must continue to have hope." The day that I was called by the staff nurse, I did go to visit Sammy and his mom. I entered the room, I introduced myself. I stated that I was a member of the pediatric surgical team and that I was working with Dr. Smith. I sat down beside the mom and I shared that I would stop by every day that I worked to visit with herself and Sammy and to support them as best that I could along this journey. I looked at the motionless boy in the bed. Due to brain surgery, he had a bulky white cranial dressing covering his entire head. His slight frame was attached to monitors and tubes and pumps. But he looked very peaceful in his deep sleep. I had so many questions for this mom. I wanted to know more about how she and her family were managing. But somehow it seemed my presence was all that was needed for that first visit. Much of our time was spent in silence as the mom wept. Slowly over the summer months, Sammy's brain and body began to heal. As the swelling and the bleeding within his brain decreased, the stages of coma began to lighten. Brain injuries can take months and years to heal. You might say it's like starting over from infancy. Sammy's neurologic function would need to be re-established. This small 7-year-old child would have to relearn everything: how to talk, how to walk, how to swallow and eat, how to read, and how to play again. It would take months of specialized care and supportive therapies. The healthcare team decided at the end of summer to transfer Sammy from the acute care hospital setting to a long-term rehabilitative facility. He needed intensive physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy in order to restore his lost function. On the day of his transfer, I said goodbye to Sammy and his mom. The mom was so grateful that we had saved her son's life, and we had provided the best care that we were educated to do. However, Sammy had a long recovery ahead. He still was not speaking. He wore diapers. He was unable to walk or eat solid foods, and he still did not play. Okay, fast forward 1 year later. I was coming back from lunch, and I was standing by the elevator preparing for patient rounds. Suddenly, the elevator door opened. I turned to see this exuberant child running off of the elevator, which is not uncommon in a children's hospital. He was running directly towards me. I braced myself for impact, and I thought, who is this child? I had no idea. Then I looked at the mom getting off of the elevator. Immediately, I knew it was Sammy's mom. And this energetic ball of fire must be Sammy. This precious child gave me a bear hug that I can still feel to this very day. And before I could say anything, Sammy blurted out, "Thank you for saving my life." I was amazed. I was speechless. I looked at the mom with tears streaming down my face, only to be met by her tears. Miraculously, Sammy had made a remarkable recovery. The mom stated that he continued to have some cognitive deficits, but she was blessed and grateful to have her son survive. Now their family was building a new normal, finding a way forward. Interestingly, Dr. Rachel Yehuda, professor of psychiatry and neuroscience from the School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York, defines resiliency as the following, and I quote, "Resilience is the reintegration of self that includes a conscious effort to move forward in an insightful, integrated, positive manner as a result of lessons learned from an adverse experience." She states, "To me, resilience involves an active decision, like sobriety, that must be frequently reconfirmed. That decision is to keep moving forward." I often think of Sammy and his family when I'm teaching pediatric nursing. I marvel at the resilience of the mom and her son, Sammy. I feel privileged to have accompanied them throughout the very long summer as we waited for Sammy to wake up from coma. For me, this was a clear example of the above definition of resilience, the process of adapting well in the face of adversity or trauma and to move forward. I cannot possibly understand how this family fully adapted or how difficult it was for them to recover, to find their way forward. I recognize what an honor it was for me to have accompanied this family amidst their storm. I believe there's no more extraordinary grace than to make human connections during vulnerable times. There's a bond between you and the patient that will never go away. Albeit brief, you will be that person who brings compassion, dignity, and respect to the care that you provide to each patient that you encounter. I do not doubt that you will experience sacred moments between yourself and your patients. Be alert to those moments, as they will restore you and your faith in humanity. As I reflect on this pandemic, I marvel how the nurses, doctors, and other members of the healthcare team courageously went to work each day. Despite adversity, significant sources of stress and exhaustion, they reconfirmed their commitment to providing competent, humanistic patient care as they were educated to do. As I reflect on your class, I see that same desire to keep moving forward through adversity. During this intense program, you built resilience. I think about your ability to have been successful in the fundamentals course, for example. You spent significantly fewer hours in the lab, but you made great use of your supplies and home equipment. You were creative and you made it work. And the clinical faculty assisted you in making up for the lost time. You demonstrated the way forward during a very stressful time. Before ending today, I would like to provide you with 4 tips to take with you as you move forward in securing your first nursing position. The tips were written by Dr. Ann Woods, Chief of Walters Kluwer Health Learning Research and Practice. And the tips are aimed to foster nursing workforce resilience and well-being. Tip 1, remember that you are the most valuable commodity in a healthcare organization. For without you, who will take care of the patients? So be sure to assess the potential agency or hospital to determine if the culture supports or does it need a transformation. Tip 2, your basic needs must be provided, such as access to healthy foods and adequate time to break for meals and other personal needs. When you need help, it is okay to ask for it. Tip 3, inquire if there are agile, flexible care models for shift work. Staffing is based on the severity of illness and patient acuity and not just the number of patients. Remember, 12-hour shifts might not work for everyone, and ask if there's a flexible schedule. Tip 4, discern if the organization has invested in recruitment, orientations, and retention strategies to promote workforce fit. Organizations should aim to maintain talent, and you have talent. Investment in preceptors and staff will commit to developing the nurses who are newest to our profession. During the interview process, ask what ongoing professional development and educational activities are offered here. In closing, you have what it takes to succeed with a Fairfield Nursing Jesuit education. Moreover, you are a healthcare organization's most valuable asset. Don't forget that. Resilience in the workforce is key to ensuring its health and staff well-being to optimize quality patient outcomes. Thank you, everyone, for your time today. I wish you much happiness and success as you enter the nursing profession. And as Dean Kaiser said, to quote St. Ignatius, now go and set the world on fire. You are our hope. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. O'Shea. And now I'd like to call Dr. Karen Burrows and Dr. Mary Murphy up to the stage to present the graduates.
Will the graduates please stand? Yeah, I think so. Or Carol's going to do it. Yeah. Catherine Albin. Mary Jane Amici. Neha Begum. Samantha Boardman. Rachel Bronstein. Dominique Brown. Shannon Butling. Nicholas Catherine Clark. Ashila Cody. Christopher Coleman. Angelica Capola. Caroline Cotillo in absentia. Alexa DePersia. Sabrina DiDiano. Rebecca Doback. Catherine Fernberg. Sarah Fix. Lauren Flynn. Hannah Fredrickson. Jacqueline Gannon. Taylor Gilmore. Catherine Goncalo. Fiona Gormley. Julia Greco in absentia. Caitlin Hahn. Claire Hayes. Riley Helstein in absentia. Samantha Helm in absentia. Maggie Hill. Alexis Huxtable.
Okay. So for the second half of the group, we welcome Molly Jason, Courtney Kenyon, Caroline Lautenbach, Hannon Leclerc, our quiet one, Fabiola Lewis-Finn, Catherine McKenzie, Sarah Massapost, Jamie McGlynn, and Emma McCash. Our dear Amanda Miller, Isabel Mosery. I promise not to embarrass him, Brian Murphy. Abby O'Brien. Shay O'Donnell. She's in absentia? Is she in? Oh, I'm sorry, Shay. Oh, I missed you. All right, Cassie O'Meara. Sabrina Palmieri. Kathleen Kat Pullen. Daja Robinson. Lydia Sampson. Tatiana Smith. Not here is Elizabeth Soto. Samantha Stoika. Gwyneth Stewart. Natalie Sabloy. Carolyn Tagney. Kelsey Tate. Lucas Teixeira. Danielle Trush. Raul Vasquez. Hunter Nukowski.
Now I'd like to announce the award for outstanding scholastic achievement. It's fairly common knowledge that the nursing major is one of the most challenging on Fairfield University's campus. We are proud of the fact that students continue to excel academically while carving out extensive amounts of time for clinical jobs, family responsibilities, sports, and outstanding community service. The Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award is given to the student in the program with the overall highest GPA. This year, the second-degree students who are receiving this award are Jamie McGlenn, and Hunter Wukowski. Please come up and accept your awards.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Nice job.
She's leaving. Well, what do you think? That was fun, right? Oh my God, it warms my heart to see all of you here. You can't even imagine. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that we could find a way to celebrate all of you in this very unprecedented time. I really missed seeing you these past few months, but be assured that I was behind the scenes, knowing everything that was being done to help you get the best education possible during this very difficult time. This celebration would not have been possible without the help of our celebration team, Dean Kaiser, Dr. Bouvet, and Donna Ormsby. They worked very hard to coordinate the logistics of this unique celebration. And thank you, everyone present today, for the support and encouragement that you gave to the graduates throughout their journey in this last 15 months. Graduates, please turn around and stand to thank your family, friends, and colleagues for their enduring support. Okay, I'm very privileged because I was on the committee to welcome you to Fairfield. And now I have the special honor to be the last one to speak to you at the celebration of your accomplishment of becoming a bachelor's prepared professional nurse. You began the program last summer on an uncharted journey, and it was a new beginning for you. The sailing was not always smooth. And as stated before in the program, COVID-19 was with us, and so much changed for all of us. But you went with the flow. You met obstacles, and you overcame them, and you rejoiced in your accomplishments. Your enduring commitment and resilience, as Dr. O'Shea said, and I think you should write that word on your mirrors. I am resilient. When you're down and out, say, I am resilient and I can do it. And this resilience, what made you successful in this journey? You are all very special, and you bring your own gifts to the profession. You took the risk, and now you will meet the challenges as you develop in your profession. Don't forget about us at Fairfield. You will always be part of the Fairfield alumni family. Your network of colleagues and friends is a great resource. And we are very excited and proud to have you to be part of the family. Please visit us at our Fairfield website to join our alumni online community. We would like to share in your future joys and successes. So please, please, please keep in touch. We hope you will be eager to get involved, serve as a mentor, and return to campus to perhaps speak with some new students. I'm honored to have shared this journey with you and to call you my colleagues. Your time at Fairfield is over, at least for now. But no matter where the road leads you after today, know that you will always be connected to Fairfield. Nursing needs you. You have so much to offer. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being nurses. Congratulations and good luck. You are so terrific. That concludes our program, so please go and enjoy yourselves, rejoice in your accomplishments, and everybody have a blast today.